Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to raise a sales invoice on your QuickBooks Online account. This is the invoices that you do the work on behalf of somebody and send to your customer, and hopefully then they pay within the terms that you've agreed. To do this then, here we are on the QuickBooks dashboard. We move our cursor over to the left hand side menu, which is currently over invoicing. We then select invoices. And what that does is then takes us through to our history of all our sales invoices that we've ever raised, the ones that are due, the ones that have been paid, etc. Today what we're interested in is creating a new invoice. So if we move over to the right hand side and click on the new invoice button, that should then pop up with a window that asks us for all the information about what we want to include on this next invoice that we raise. So if we just work through the fields that it presents us with in order, we should hopefully not miss anything out and get our invoice sent off to our customer as soon as possible. So the first one that we're presented with is choose a customer. So if you know the name of this guy, feel free to start typing it. I'm just going to click on the drop down menu and choose the particular customer that I want to send an invoice to. What that then does is it'll go and look at that customer from our existing records on QuickBooks and pull in a few bits of information. So here you'll see that it's already gone and got the email address for this customer, and it's gone and got their actual physical address as well. What should also happen is it will bring in some terms. So if this customer is a good payer, they may have slightly better terms than what the general default is on QuickBooks. If they're a bad payer, then it may be default to 1 or 2 or nil. Really. What we then need to move on to is the invoice date. So if we were raising this invoice to today, it would default to today. In this instance, I'm going to say actually we're a little bit late doing our invoices, so I'm just going to click on the 31st of August. It then automatically works out when this invoice will be due based on the terms that you have provided this customer. So that's the first half of the invoice done. Now we're going to give them some details about what we've actually sold these people. So first of all, just to explain, service date is if you want to put some information on your invoice about when you actually provided a service. So us being accountants, it would be useful to sort of say we provide the service the first of the month for management accounts. I'm going to skip that in this instance, and I'm just going to explain what the product is instead. So for this invoice, what I'm going to do is actually sell some calculators. So if we had stock set up on QuickBooks, we could actually select calculators from the stock here. With this being a demo account, I haven't actually set this up just yet. So in order to bypass that, I'm actually just going to write calculators in the general description box instead. So calculators. Then it's asking for how many of these products are we selling these people. So let's put in there 10 calculators. It then asks for what's the rate per the product. So each calculator costs £5, say. So if I put 5 in there, the amount would then work out £5 times 10 calculators, so it comes to £50. The last bit of information that it needs is whether we're charging VAT on this product or not. As we're a VAT registered company, we're going to say, yeah, we're going to charge the standard 20% rate. That's then worked out that the VAT on the £50 should be £10, and therefore grossed up the invoice to £60. That's the amount that we're asking for your customer. There's a few other boxes down here that we can fill in. Little message to your customer saying nice doing business with you. Hope to help you guys again in the future. We can also put some attachments on there. So if we were maybe working on a project or there's quite detailed invoicing going off, we could perhaps do an attachment of some specifications for this product or some terms of service, perhaps, something like that. But in this instance, all we're going to do is click Save and Send. And that will then take us through to the Send Email screen, where we can just preview some of the information just before it goes off to your customer, just to make sure that we're not upsetting them for whatever reason. So at the left hand side, it's saying this is where we're going to send the email to. This is the subject that's going to appear in the email header. And then here's the body of the text, where it has basically gone and got the information from your customer's records to say, dear so-and-so. If we'd have put a first name in there, it would bring that information up. With this being a demo account, there's very little there's basic detail of a customer in there. So all the information that it's got is Mr. E customer. And on the right hand side we have a preview of the invoice that they're going to have. So just to scroll down, there we go, all the necessary footers, etc. The last thing we need to do now is click send and close, and that email will now go from QuickBooks servers to your customer's servers to say, here's your latest invoice, please feel free to pay when you can. So hope that's helped, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.